There's a lot of them, guys. Are we good? We all here? All right. So, there is, unfortunately, a lot of hate and pain and sadness and fear in our country right now because of difference. And one of the loveliest aspects to Fear Experiment is the difference, is the diversity of its participants, as they prove that demographics, statistics, labels, categories, none of that matters if you are willing to be vulnerable, to be open and to say yes, and if you surround yourself with those willing to be vulnerable, be open and to say yes. This is our country. This is love. This is difference. This is Fear Experiment 11. FE11 are in their 20s, their 30s, their 40s, and their 50s. They were born in Highland Park, Elgin, Harvey, Maryland, Nebraska, Kansas, Pennsylvania, Texas, Wisconsin, Connecticut, Michigan, Florida, Oklahoma, New York, Ohio, California, Saudi Arabia, India, Israel, England, Sri Lanka, and Chicago. They went to private school, and they went to public school. They currently live in Barrington, Glencoe, Naperville, Schaumburg, Hoffman Estates, Indiana, Milwaukee, and Chicago. Their jobs range from physician, cab driver, architect, career coach, health coach, educator, student, mental health counselor, real estate, pediatric occupational therapist, software engineer, environmentalist, veterinarian, and mother. Their dream job is to be a photojournalist, professional shopper, firefighter, special education teacher, video game creator, talk show host, gym owner, a job where she can travel, a job where she can garden, cook, and eat, a job where he can fish, hunt, gather, and share, something that creates positive change in the world. They have their dream job, and they are still searching for their dream job. They have 1 to 3 siblings, 4 to 6 siblings, more than 6 siblings, and no siblings. They are Methodist, Buddhist, Christian in the process of being baptized Catholic, agnostic, atheist, spiritual, Muslim, Hindu, Jewish, and unaffiliated. They are married, dating, and single. They have children, and they don't have children. They have lived in Chicago for more than 10 years, 5 to 10 years, 1 to 5 years. They have never lived in Chicago. They are extroverted and introverted. They would love to get a cup of coffee with Prince, the Dalai Lama, Amelia Earhart, Eleanor Roosevelt, Maya Angelou, David Blaine, Someone selling a villa in Italy who wants to train her how to run said villa. Josephine Baker, Warren Buffett, Brene Brown, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, a grandparent or a great-grandparent, her husband, and her dad. If they could be on a TV show, they would be on Law and Order, Game of Thrones, Parks and Rec, Survivor, anything Anthony Bourdain, something on HGTV, and the Gilmore Girls. Their pet peeves are open mouth chewers, slow walkers, group texts, that Chicagoans cut their pizza into squares, her feet touching other feet, rude or impatient people, flaky people, staples removed and left on the copy machine, repeated directions from a person in the passenger seat, people who tap her on her shoulder, people who talk on their phones on the bus, people who don't put grocery carts in the corral, people who use the word addicting when they mean to use addictive, people who leave one square of toilet paper on the roll, people who rephrase a question that's already been asked because they didn't like the answer that you gave the first time they asked, people who misspell her name in response email when her name is clearly written in her email address, and finally, adults who wear Crocs. Their guilty pleasures are listening to 90s boy bands, gossip magazines, eating whipped cream, eating Stan's donuts, eating peanut butter directly from the jar with a spoon, eating cheese fries, eating giant, fully loaded baked potatoes, watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta, watching MMA, watching RuPaul's Drag Race, Netflix binging, hand soaps and lotions, and catching Pokemon. They are afraid of sleeveless shirts, driving away from the gas pump with the nozzle still in her tank, the check engine light, spiders, centipedes, sharks, dogs, frogs, birds, killer whales, snakes, cats, pigeons, cockroaches, flies, sand fleas, scorpions, and or ocean monsters, awkward hugs, carbs, Donald Trump, networking, an expired passport, sloppy drunk people, babies, or anyone who looks like they're about to vomit. They are not nervous about tonight. They are nervous about tonight. They are most nervous about singing off key, singing and dancing at the same time, giggling inappropriately, being the center of attention, filling the seats, the big audience, going blank, forgetting a routine, not being funny, freezing, making a mistake, looking dumb, showing her family she's serious about her passion to perform, showing her friends a side of her they've never seen, being vulnerable, revealing her truth, not taking time to enjoy the moment, ruining the final Fear Experiment Chicago by falling off stage or passing gas, letting her group down, and letting the audience down. But they will immensely appreciate your cheers and claps, especially as you remember, if they go left and everybody goes right, if they freeze, if they fall off stage, if they tell a joke that kind of misses, that's okay.